I'm going to TEDxSYDNEY as a volunteer, and I'm going to show you what happens behind the scenes. I'm Talissa. Usually I'm joined by my sister, Taciane, and we post weekly challenges and vlogs, but she couldn't volunteer this time, so it's just going to be me in today's video. You're watching TJTV. If you don't know what TEDxSYDNEY is, it's a local version of TED Talks here in Sydney, Australia. TEDxSYDNEY is a yearly event and speakers talk about a range of topics about creativity and innovation. I volunteered back in 2017. Yep, a whole 5 years ago.
Those good old days.
I had so much fun that I've been wanting to go again. I had volunteered with my friend Connie and we both applied to volunteer again this year, which is so exciting. Here is a little throwback photo. This all started with an application, so let's embark on this journey together. I signed up to volunteer at TEDxSYDNEY a few weeks ago and now I have an online interview. I didn't prepare for this interview because I have no idea what they're going to ask, but we're going to find out. And let's see if I get in. I mean, if you're watching this video, I am pretty sure that means I volunteered because otherwise there wouldn't be this vlog, but let's see how that goes. How funny would it be if I didn't pass? Thank you for watching. The end. Roll the credits. I'm just joking, don't go yet. I wouldn't disappoint you like that, so please keep watching because it's not over yet. The interview has just finished. It only took about half an hour and it was actually a group interview. It was funny because the first question was to introduce yourself and say what does the word imprint mean to you, because that's the theme of TEDxSYDNEY this year, and I had no idea.
What?
Thank goodness it's a group interview and someone else answered before me, so I had time for a quick Google and, have a think about my answer because that was really hard. And then a few other questions were, what does good customer service mean to you? And then why do you want to volunteer at TEDx and how was it going to benefit you? So it was pretty straightforward and it was cool to hear other people's answers. Hopefully I will get in, I will find out next week. So until then, I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed.
Now we wait.
I just got the email that I got accepted to volunteer at TEDxSYDNEY, so that's where I'm going to be in 1 month's time. I just got the email that reveals what my role is going to be for the day, and it is going to be, drumroll, partnerships! I don't know what that means. I will just have to wait until event day to find out, but there is more to this news. My shift is going to start at 7:30. in the morning. Am I regretting this already? But I think it will be fun, so I guess let's fast forward to event day. Woohoo! It is event day! I couldn't film too much when I was volunteering, so get used to me, voiceover Talissa, to narrate the day. Arriving at Town Hall, the event venue. I went straight to the volunteers room to get my TEDx t-shirt and met up with the partnerships team for a quick briefing. When guests started to arrive, I was positioned in the hub and my role was to help guests find the partners lounge, bathroom or coffee. Closer to the session start time, I very politely told people to head up to the auditorium. Look, I made it to the TEDxSYDNEY reel. I couldn't go inside the auditorium, but here are some clips of what it looked like if you're curious. When the first session started and all the guests were seated, I could stay in the hub with the other volunteers and there was a big screen where we could watch the talks in real time. We could even order free drinks with the barista. Here is my chai latte. Now a few of us are going to the volunteers room for some morning tea. Yum! There was a screen in that room too where the session was being live streamed. Here's a nice chandelier that was in the room, thought it deserved its own video. Enough rest, back to work. The first session ended, so I went back to the hub where guests were served their morning tea. Again, I helped guide partners and donors towards their lounge and reminded guests to go back to the auditorium in time for session 2 of the talks. Now that the guests are back in the seats, we were given the ultra important task of guarding the door.
Okay, security guard.
Security alert, all decks.
Security alert.
So what did we actually do?
Top secret stuff, okay?
I'm having too much fun with these videos. Our role wasn't that dramatic. It was mostly to make sure the door didn't make a loud noise if someone was exiting or entering during the talk. I got really well acquainted with my door. Look at its details. The glass, the metal handles. I've never stood outside a door for half an hour before, but there's a first for everything. Goodbye door, someone is swapping with me so I can take a lunch break. Connie and I watched the talk in the volunteers room, then grabbed some sandwiches and sat outside in the square and watched a "You Can't Ask That" session. I don't know if it was just because I was tired, but those beanbags were really comfortable. We're heading back to the hub before the guests come for lunch and got some coffees. Well, actually I ordered a lemongrass and ginger tea. I met so many cool volunteers that day. Shout out to them for making the day even more fun. While the speakers were doing the talks, there was someone making live drawings related to their speeches. It was awesome to watch. The next task I was assigned to was to stand by one of the doors outside. Security mode activated again. There was real security, so I wasn't actually protecting the building. Thank goodness, because I am not built for that. Many guests had gone outside during the break and we had to make sure they had tickets to get back inside, otherwise direct them to the registration door. This was the afternoon tea. You know, I just had to film the food, so comment below what food you would have gotten from here. During the last session, I helped pack up a little bit. The other volunteers were too quick, so there wasn't actually that much for me to do. It's almost the end of the day and I have 9,000 steps. Before I go, of course, I need to take photos with a big X. I am back home after a full day of volunteering and we got gifted these tote bags. I haven't opened it yet, so we're going to be doing an unboxing here together. But firstly, let's talk about the t-shirts. They give us these shirts to wear for the full day, so you know, guests know that we are volunteering and they can ask us anything. This is what the front looks like. In the back. I've actually kept my TEDxSYDNEY shirt from 2017 and here it is. They've changed it up a little bit. Oh, I'm excited to open this. This is a very nice tote. I'm definitely going to be using it again. A notebook, blank pages for you to fill out with ideas. How nice is this water bottle? And a pen. Very nice. There was so many snacks in the volunteer room, and when I was leaving, one of the organizers gave us even more snacks to take with us. So, thank you very much for these. Overall, it was a very fun day. I met so many cool people. So if you're thinking about volunteering, I would highly recommend. I did a variety of tasks today, but it was great that during breaks I could watch the talks on the screen. And there were so many topics. There was one about diversity inclusion, photojournalism in Afghanistan, and the meaning behind Chinese food. So it was really cool to hear. It was such a good day today, but I'm tired now, so that is it from me. But if you want to keep watching vlogs, my sister and I volunteered at the Big Bounce 2 years ago. If you don't know what that is, click here to find out. That was so much fun, and it's always interesting to find out the behind the scenes of these really cool events.